I actually, this is better than last time I streamed from my phone, I think, because I actually got a little stand now. So I don't have to have the phone down and look down at the phone. I can look straight at the phone. And thank you, Stella, for liking the live. And everybody, please, if you're enjoying my live, please like and share and follow me if you're not following me already. And let's see if we can get to 10,000 likes in the first 10 minutes, because that is always the goal. And we do make it sometimes. Oh, ooh, whoa, I just almost knocked everything over somehow. How did I do that? Oh, okay. Now I just knocked over my keyboard. Okay, so I'm Seth Hillary Jackson doing original songs for you. Hey, Laurie and Peyton, how are you? And we're just getting started. And you know, I keep having to try new things because things just aren't working the way they're supposed to. So I'm trying it this way now. And I haven't figured out what song to start with tonight. If any of you have a request, of course, keeping in mind that I'm doing original songs, so some of you may know some of my songs. And if you do and you'd like to hear a particular one, let me know. Or if you have just a type of song you want to hear, let me know that too. Because my set lists are completely unplanned. And so I don't even have any idea. Well, you know, I do have some idea. Oh, thank you, Jane, for sharing the live. Thank you so much. You know, the messages are very small. I have to really lean into the screen to see what's going on. Hey, user, how are you? Jess, how you doing? Annalise, thank you for liking the live. And please share and follow me if you're not following me already. And let me know if you have if you got a song in mind, keeping in mind that I am doing originals. So please don't ask me to do Johnny Cash or, you know, whoever, because I'm doing originals, although I can, as some of you know, be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover every once in a while. Because, hey Blaine, how are you? I can't, because I'm such a deadhead, so I can be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover, but I'm here to do original songs for you. Oh, thank you, Dot. You got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you so much. And Cami, thanks for the likes. Everybody, I really appreciate all the likes. We're trying to get to 10,000 likes in the first 10 minutes. Can we do it? We have done it before, so I know it's possible. Okay, so I still haven't decided. Oh, Jude, how are you? Nice of you to stop in. I haven't figured out what song to start with yet, so maybe I should just start with my new single. You know, I'm getting tired of that because I keep the last like 4 or 5 lives I started with my new single, but it makes sense to start with my new single because it is my new single and I like it. And oh, thank you, Sam. You got the #3 gifter badge. Thank you so much. And I should call attention to my live goal. I've been told I can improve my stream quality with a new webcam, so all contributions will go towards a new webcam. And I'm going to start off with this new song. This is, I think of this as like an anthem of self-acceptance. Wait a second. Hold on a second. I'm all, as they say in Yiddish, I'm all verblunget here. My mother used to speak Yiddish. Okay, well, no, that's not it either. Okay, you know, I just wrote this new lyric. I had that up on the screen. But anyway, here's my new single, and it's available on Spotify, all streaming platforms, and my website. I got no fashion sense, don't like to follow trends. I dress the same as I did back in school. way back then. I never could fit in, but now I could care less if I'm not cool. I'm just being me, minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Get anxious and depressed, distracted and obsessed, then sing away my troubles in a song. I fumble and I flail like I just there. I fall down and I fail, then pick myself back up and move along. Just being me, taking care of business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. When I'm gone, carve it on my grave. Here lies someone who lived his life his way, just being me, minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. No, I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Thank you, Haley. And thank you, Dot and Cami, for liking the live. And Lauren, thank you so much for liking it live. And everybody, if you are enjoying my live, please do like, share, and follow me if you're not following me already. Or subscribe, depending. Oh, I gotta look at, I have all these. Oh, hey, Jennifer and Eliane. How are you tonight? Now my screen's jumping all over the place. Okay, let's see. So that was my new single, and you can hear it as I'm clicking all the wrong things. You can hear it on Spotify, on any streaming platform, and on my website, where you can also download it. And you can actually download it, if you would like, for free. So how's everybody doing tonight? Are you all having a good day, a good night? I just thought of these two old country songs that I really should revive. I should relearn these songs. I thought of this one, actually, but the first time I went to Nashville, I wrote this song kind of on the plane. And I had this meeting with a guy named Ralph Murphy. Everybody in Nashville knows Ralph Murphy. And I got a meeting with him. I was fortunate to get a meeting with him. And the song almost ruined the meeting. It was just like not, I had a couple of songs that he liked. I had this one song he liked. And then I forgot to play him my best song. I actually had this one song that was like, obviously, that was worth the trip for this one song. And I got there and I had these new ones. And the first one he liked, but then I played him these two other ones and he was just like, well, you need to, learn the craft and go out to the writers' nights and see how the other writers are doing. And then I'm like, I can't believe I forgot to play my best song. And I begged him and he let me play it for him. And then he really loved it, and he set up 2 publishing meetings for me. But this song that I just remembered was the one that, like, all right, that's it. This guy's not ready for prime time. But a couple of years later, I rewrote it, and it became really good. In fact, it became so good, I was on a plane home from Nashville, and I happened to be sitting next to this old guy, and I started talking to this old guy, and it turned out the old guy was a big country star from like the 60s. His name is Jack Smith. And I told him I was a writer, and he asked me if he could hear some of my songs. And I played him this song, and he said he wanted to record it. He took a copy. And it was funny because I happened to have a connection at his record label. He was on this label called Step One Records. And I was actually, I was meeting with them on a regular basis. Hey, Kelly and Eric. So I was meeting with Step One Records, and so the next time I saw them, I mentioned that Jack Smith had my song, and they couldn't tell me when his record was going to come out. And it turned out his record never came out, and the label ended up folding. They had some like legendary artists on there. It was an independent label, but they had, like, I think it was Guy Clark, somebody like that, somebody of that stature, and Jack Smith, and but they went broke and they had to close down. So Jack Smith never recorded my song, but I should go find that song and learn it because it was good. Oh, thank you so much, Issa and M, for liking the live, and hi Lexi. I wish the lettering on my screen was bigger so I don't have to lean in and look and see. But I really appreciate everybody liking the live. And so what should I do next? You know what? I've been working on recording this song. It's a political song. And the political songs are always dangerous because they, you never know who you're going to offend with a political song. But this song actually really should not offend anyone. Although I kind of wrote it with the idea that not that I'm going to write a song to not offend anybody, but I'm going to write a song that both sides can see in an objective light, and it's not an attack in any way. So I just finished recording this song, and it can't be my next single because my next single is already scheduled for release on April. No, this is March. Yeah, April 4th. But so I'm gonna release this one after that. So I will do my next single, but I'm gonna do this one first because I just mentioned it. If I can remember how it starts. They said it, you heard it on cable news, you read it somewhere in a social media post. You saw it recorded in a YouTube video, repeated again by your favorite podcast host. The way I heard the story is much different. I wonder, since we both have strong opinions, how do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight? Who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's fooling us when so much is at stake? Have we both made certain to verify the facts and really look into how credible is the source? And have we considered who profits from the hate and division of the information war? Anyone can fall for the deception. I'm asking you and me the same questions. How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's using up when so much is at stake? Thank you, Jay. How often do we listen to the other side? If evidence were given, would we change our minds? How do we know what's right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight? Who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? So much is at stake. So much is at stake. Well, thank you, Jay. You don't want me to adopt you, believe me. I've already been through the dad thing. But I'm glad you like my lyrics. And let's see. Soph is here. Rockstar. I'm not sure what that means. Rockstar? But let's see. Okay. Thank you, M, for all the likes. I really appreciate it. How many likes do we have? Oh, we made it. We got 13,000 likes. We got to 10,000. We broke the thing. A research university. Well, you know, I was gonna do this like love song because my next single, which is coming out on April 4th, is like some of you may know this song. If you've heard me before, you may already know this as the shower song, because I literally wrote this song in the shower. And I was thinking back, oh, thank you, Sophie. I'm so glad you're here. And thank you for the heart me and rejoining my team. So, I actually made it a goal. I was standing in the shower, and I started thinking of this old song from when I was a kid. It was a hit song. And I'm not saying which song it was because I want to see if anybody can guess. But I was singing this song in my head. I don't know why it popped into my head. And I realized, wow, that song is so simple. So, the previous song I had written, it was another political song. Yeah, it was another political song and it had a lot of words, which I'm kind of tempted to do that one also. But that one will definitely offend people. But I thought, I want to write this. I want to just write a simple song. I'm going to write the simplest song I possibly can. And by the time I got out of the shower and finished getting dressed, I had the whole lyric written. And then the next day, first thing in the morning, I sat down to the music and it just came immediately. I've never written a song so fast. But that's the opposite of an intellectual song. So, but since I just talked about it, I should do it. And then maybe then I'll do another one of these political songs, which is also a recent single. But here's the simple shower song. And thank you, M, for the follow. And if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to follow if you're not already, or subscribe, or whatever it is on the platform you're watching from. The way things are, I have to keep looking around. I guess I got my phone right in front of my screen. So I'm doing the simple song now, and then we'll go back to maybe, I don't know if you'll consider it a critical thinking song or not, but just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new, the same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can't get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you. So that will be out on April 4th. Cheyenne, how are you? Cool. Thank you for liking the live. Kaylin, how are you? Hey Jay, you still there? Lilani? Thank you for liking the live. I hope I pronounced that right. It's really hard to read the screen, you know? Especially there's a light in my eye and the print is so small. Lilani, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you for the likes. And now somebody else liked it. Oh, Chico. And now they're just flashing up the screen. I don't know why. If I don't say you acknowledge it immediately, it's just flashing up the screen suddenly. Don't ask me why. Oh, somebody followed. Oh, M. Thank you so much for the follow. And everybody, please don't forget to follow me if you're enjoying my live. And set your notifications. Oh, Natalie. Hey, thank you for liking the live. And Lacey, hey, it's good to see you. So Jay, you still there? Oh well, then I'm not going to do, I was going to do a song that might offend people, but if Jay's not here, because it's definitely a critical thinking song. Hey Brittany, thank you for liking the live. And Jenica, how are you? And Mark, how's it going tonight? So instead, I'm gonna do a song that's kind of the story of my life, or at least my adult life. You know, when I was in my 30s, you know, I had this corporate job that I was totally depressed at on the East Coast, and like, I couldn't think of anything I wanted to do with my life other than songwriting. I'd finally started writing songs, and I thought it seemed like I was pretty good at it, because actually the second song I ever wrote got played on the radio in Boston, and it got a write-up in the local music magazine even. And but I knew I was still kind of a beginner, and I was kind of still a very beginner at the guitar and songwriting and the whole thing. I thought, if I'm going to do this, I really got to learn more. So I went to the library and I found this music school in Los Angeles. I thought, and they taught songwriting. It was the Grove School of Music. So I applied there and I got in. So I sold off everything I owned except for what I could fit in my car, pretty much. And I drove to California to become a songwriter. The first thing that happened when I got to California, I was living in Worcester at the time. So the song was played on WAAF, which is, I guess it's the Worcester Boston station. But I did get to talk to, you probably I don't know if Carter Allen is still on the air, but he was the big guy at WBCN, and I actually got to talk to him on the phone and sent him some songs. And I sent him the wrong song, though. I should have sent him the same one that was being played on WAAF. But he told me that he thought my songs were good, but they needed a little more work, and then I never talked to him again. But anyway, first thing that happened when I got to California is I met this woman who became my wife. We raised a family. I had so many near misses in the music business, and people saying a lot of stuff and then not following through. But anyway, my kids, we raised a family. My kids grew up. They both got accepted to colleges back east. And my wife and I decided, let's be near the kids and my family. Our family's in another country. Well, they're both gone now, huh? Wow. So I packed up everything. We sold off everything, but what we could fit in the car pretty much, and started driving. And when I crossed the California line, it was like so surreal. I'd been there almost 30 years, and it was like almost it never happened, except that I have my wife. But all the other stuff just seemed like it never happened. I literally wrote this song in the car while I was driving, and I had to keep repeating it in my head until I had a chance to pull over and write it down. I still can't see that welcome sign in the desert on I-10. The maze of streets that greeted me when I arrived back then. I was gonna make it big when I first hit LA. Now I'm an older nobody driving back the other way. People came and disappeared as I imagined all those years. There is no California, no sunny skies to warm ya, no starry-eyed dreams come true like I went there for. It must have once existed, somehow I must have missed it, but there is no California anymore. Was barely there a week, first time I looked into your eyes. Through every dead-end street I hit, you stood there by my side. All the no's and maybes, all the big shot bullspit talk, to yes, we've got a deal, and then they won't return my calls. Facing east behind the wheel, please don't blame me if I feel there is no California, no sunny skies to warm ya, no starry-eyed dreams come true like I went there for. It must have once existed, somehow I must have missed it, but there is no California anymore. Expectations turn to vapor, and I came out with something greater. You're still here, and I can love you anywhere. So I don't really care that there is no California, no sunny skies to warm ya, no starry-eyed dreams come true like I went there for. It must have once existed, somehow I must have missed it, but there is no California anymore. No, there is no California anymore. Joe, how are ya? How's it going? Welcome, I'm so glad you're back. Oh, and thank you for how many roses? 6 roses, thank you so much. How's your day going so far? And Tati, hey, how are you? And thank you for liking the live. So that was that song. Oh, and thank you, Tati, for 2 roses, and I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And Briar, Hope, welcome. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson doing original songs for you. just hanging out and having fun. I hope we're having fun. Are we having fun? Say, yes, we're having fun. Oh, thank you, Millie, for liking the live. And everybody, please, if you like the live, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, and follow me if you're not already following me, or subscribe, depending on which channel you happen to be on, which platform. Oh, Tati, thank you for the heart puff. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for the love. Okay, so what's next? Well, you know, my eyes just landed on this song. I have this list of songs in front of me. And I haven't done this one in a few days, a few lives. All right, well, I'm glad you are, Monkey. So this song is actually, you know, it's weird how I wrote this song. I don't remember. I started with the title, or I started with the situation. I just came up with this cool sounding title, and that's always a big thing in songwriting. But then, yeah, now I remember. I had this title, which I hate to announce the title before I play the song, because if I wrote it well, you'll know what the title is when I'm playing it. That's what I think. You should. That's a theory. But so I had this title, and I was wondering. Okay, I'll just tell you what it's called. It's called "Throwing Good Love After Bad Blood." And I'm like, yeah, that's a really cool title. What's it about? So I thought, well, it's something about, you know, there's something in this guy's genes, like in his that makes him unfit as a lover, right? As somebody to be in a relationship with. So the first thing I thought of is, you know, okay, in real life, I never actually met my grandfather, either one of them actually, but on my mother's side in particular, I don't know if I should admit this, but I found out that my maternal grandfather was actually a crook. So I thought, okay, so I've got these bad genes. So how am I going to write this? And I thought, all right, I know. He's a love him and leave him type. And just like his grandfather was. He's just the same as his grandfather, and his grandfather was a love him. And, you know, I thought about that, and I started writing it, and then I'm like, you know, if I was writing this as a country song to pitch to Nashville, maybe that's how I should write it. But if I'm writing it as a song to sing for myself, that's not the character I don't relate to that character, really. So, I made it a little more about my dysfunctional family. And it goes like this. I never met my grandpa on my mother's side. He abandoned her when she was only 5. Oh, thank you, Tati, for another rose. My parents treated marriage like a civil war. I feel as if I'm broken at the core. No matter what you see in me today, knowing where I came from, I'm afraid you're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got a heartache flowing through my veins. There's nothing in this world like waking in your arms. But I'm hardwired for for a fight or flight response. In my clan, feelings mattered not at all. It's second nature for me to build walls. Talking about the future makes me scared. I'm only telling you because I care. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. If I could change, you'd be worth changing for. I wanna try, but you gotta be warned. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. Got heartache in my veins. Hey Dylan, how are you? Joe, thank you for sharing the live and liking the live. How many likes do we have? 15K, let's get to 20K. We got those first 10K really quick. Let's get those next 10K or 5K really quick. Okay, so what do I do next? What should be my next song? Keeping in mind that I'm doing original songs for you. I have to peer around my. I've got my phone on this stand. Uh-oh, now I'm gonna knock it over. That would be a disaster. What if I do this? Does that make it better? No, that makes it worse. Okay. Now that makes it, that just messes everything up. So I have my list of songs, but my phone is blocking my list of songs. So, you know, I haven't done a mental health song yet. Oh, and thank you, Gummy Bear, for liking the live. And thank you, I can't read that. RN, does that say? I'm not sure. But thank you for liking the live. I really appreciate you. And I haven't done this one in a while. So, you know, I know I seem so happy on my lives, and I am. I'm really happy. I love sharing my music with you and hanging out with you and everything. But when I'm not on my lives, believe it or not, I struggle with depression and anxiety and other things. But, you know, I have this attitude. I really feel like the best thing, the thing I'm most proud of about myself is I just never really want to give up. I want to just, you know, even when I'm depressed, I just feel like I'm going to get out of this. So this is a song about me, really. And I'm a songwriter. This is, and you know, I wrote, I was feeling too depressed to even write a song. So what did I do? I wrote a song about it. Oh, that's too fast. I can hardly lift a hand. It's such a strain to take a breath. So much effort just to stand. All I want to do is rest. I don't even know what I'm depressed about. Maybe it would help to let my feelings out. But I don't even want to write this song. It's such a struggle and I'm not that strong. I'd rather lay in bed all day long. I don't even want to write this song. I could fall to the abyss, or I could take this as a test. If you're listening to this, you'll know I somehow pushed ahead. I want to take what's in my heart and sing it to the world. But no matter what I say, seems like I'm never heard. So I don't even want to write this song. It's such a struggle and I'm not that strong. I'd rather lay in bed all day long. I don't even want to write this song. Maybe I'll make it, just taking it line by line. I can see it taking shape, rhyme by rhyme. I think I'm really gonna write this song. It's such a struggle, but I guess I'm strong. I wanna lay in bed all day long. But I think I'm gonna write this song. I wanna lay in bed all day long. But I think I'm gonna write this song. Looks like I'm really gonna write this song. I can't believe I'm gonna write this song. Well, Gummy, I'm so glad you like the mental health songs, and I hope you like that one. I don't play that one so often. I actually have not released, I did put that song on my website. So that is a song, it's not on Spotify. I just didn't want to, I don't know, I just felt like that's not a single, so I'm not going to release it to Spotify. But I wanted it to be out there, so it's on my website, and you can stream it there and download it. SethHillaryJackson.com, and there is that link in my profile. Don't forget to click the link in my profile. That'll take you to my website, my Discord, my Spotify, all my streaming platforms, and all my social media. It'll take you everywhere. Everywhere you want to go. Hopefully. I hope you want to go there. Addison, how are you tonight? I am Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. And let's see, what should be next? A happy song. Joe wants a happy song. Oh, well, I could do my song. I have a song called I Want to Make You Happy. I did that last time, though. Should I do it again? Or I could do another happy song. I haven't actually done a country song yet. I have to peer around my phone to see my list of songs. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this happy song. Look up there, it's a shooting star. Made my wish the first time that we met. Now you're finally in my arms, like I always dreamed. And the funny thing, I never guessed that you felt the same all along. And the moon is rising, and we've waited so long. So bring it on. Oh, bring it on. Kiss me, let's see what we've been missing. Hold me show me that you're all mine, you're all mine. I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for this moment. Let's kiss and make up for lost time. Maybe I'm in love with your lips. Maybe it sounds crazy, but it's true. And it's not just the way you kiss, it's who you are and every part of you that I love and I have all along. So let's keep going to the break of dawn. Bring it on. Oh, bring it on. Kiss me, let's see what we've been missing. Hold me, show me that you're all mine, you're all mine. I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for this moment. Let's kiss and make up for lost time. Oh yeah, just like that. Kiss me, let's see what we've been missing. Hold me, show me that you're all mine, you're all mine. I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for this moment. Let's kiss and make up for lost time. Yeah, let's kiss and make up for lost time. All right, that was for Joe, who requested a happy song. And Sam, thank you for sharing, and Millie for sharing, and Cassie, welcome to my live. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson doing original songs for you. And if you're enjoying the live and you haven't followed me yet, please don't forget to do that. And set your notifications so you'll know when I go live. I actually don't have a fixed schedule. I'm trying to keep to a schedule, but because I have some of you know, I have long COVID. I have chronic fatigue because of long COVID. So it's really hard for me to absolutely 100% commit to a schedule because, you know, like today, I actually wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it today because, well, I didn't get enough sleep. Let's just put it that way. You know, I did a dumb thing. I set an alarm for like 3 hours before I really wanted to wake up. And I don't know how I did that, but I did. And the alarm went off, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. But I made it. This may be a shorter than usual live because of that, but I am striving to make it for an hour. My dream is to make it an hour. I may have to quit doing songs earlier tonight than usual because of the fatigue. You know, here's a song I feel like, I don't know if I really remember how to play this song. I want to do this song because I like the song. I actually used to meet with the publisher at one of the key people at Warner Chappell Music, which is one of the biggest publishing companies in the world. And she was always so nice to me. I was like, wow, this publisher, this big name, big publisher was always so nice to me. And I played her this song, and she said, yeah, I'll pitch that song, but I forget what she said. There was something she didn't like about it. And I know what it was, because there was something I didn't like about it, but I played it for her anyway. And she said that she would pitch it even though, and I thought, that's really strange. I forget what she said exactly. In other words, there was something not exactly right about the song, but you pitch it anyway, which is really unusual to hear a publisher say that. So then I told her what I thought the problem with the song was, and she was like, yes, exactly, you nailed it. That's exactly what the problem is. So I had 2 co-writers on this song, and I really struggled to convince them that we needed to rewrite the song. And I finally did. And then I brought it back to that publisher, and she liked the rewrite. But it never got recorded. So I'm trying to remember if I can. There's a little thing that goes at the beginning. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Well, I'll try to sing this. I don't know if I remember it exactly. You caught her eye, she gave a smile. Before you know, they're on the floor to dance, real slow. He said, maybe we could grab a drink, have a seat, sit and talk a while before you have to go. Couple hours fly right by. Offers her a ride. They wouldn't be the first, they sure won't be the last. For one night it might feel good to be a little bad. They're just 2 lonely people taking comfort in unoriginal sin. Riding home, they listen to the radio and hold each other's hand, not saying much. She wonders what would be the harm to wake up in his arms, and who knows, might be love. They pull into her drive. She says, come on inside. They wouldn't be the first, they sure won't be the last. For one night it might feel good to be a little bad. They're just 2 lonely people taking comfort in unoriginal sin. They're just 2 lonely people taking comfort in unoriginal sin. Unoriginal sin. So I hope you like that one. Let me know what you think of that song. I know the publisher liked it. Actually, I was playing this out after, and people used to tell me they liked it, but I totally forgot about this song and I just remembered it recently. There's a bunch of songs that I recently just remembered. I'm going to do another one of those, actually, because this one was fun to sing. I've been singing this one pretty often lately. Thank you. Thank you, Oxine. Is that what? Am I reading that right? Q-Exine. Kira. Oh, Kira. Hey. I'm glad you like it, Kira. Maybe I can pin your comment. Why not? Oh, thank you, Joe, for the finger heart. Thank you so much. So this one's also, I like this one. So this one actually, I wrote this with a big time hit songwriter. I was actually very honored because everybody wants to write with the hit songwriters. So that, the hit songwriters don't want to write with, people, because everybody wants to write with them. They can write with other hit songwriters. Why do they want to write with, unknown writers? But he heard one of my songs and he actually invited me over to his house. He listened to a bunch of my songs, and then, we talked about them, and then he invited me back and we wrote a song together. It actually took 4 sessions to finish this song. I was so nervous. I was sitting there. The sessions weren't great because I was just so nervous. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't say anything and I couldn't come up with anything. And, I ended up, he came up with some stuff and he said, well, go home and finish it, which I did. But, that was the last song we wrote because, he was like telling me, he doesn't just write songs anymore just for the sake of writing them. He doesn't need to do that. And so he only wants to write songs when there's a really big reason. So, we didn't really have that much fun writing this. But the song came out really good. And we did make a demo of it. So I'm going to sing it for you. It must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face, when they walked in the door and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that our future was all in the past, but now, years later, we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost and turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Remember that night we had our big fight. You locked me outside in the yard. It started to rain and I pleaded in vain, but you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true. 'Cause here I am now on this couch holding you. Oh, thank you, Nancy, for the confetti. Telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Thank you so much, Nancy, for contributing to my live goal. As you can see, I picked a new one today. It's really weird. I got a really strange message when I switched the live goal. It said something about changing the live goal will reset the goal. Do you want to continue or not? Like, what are they talking about? Pretty sure the goal gets reset each time I go live. But you are the first for tonight. And as you know, all contributions are going to go towards a new webcam. It's really weird because right now I'm streaming from my phone because the streaming from my desktop is not working. It's working on, I'm streaming to other platforms, but streaming to the platform that you're on, the one that sounds like a clock, is not working. Oh, Nancy! Is that Nancy? Oh no, it's Joe. Joe, thank you so much for the confetti. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you both for the love. You like the confetti? You know, I was doing all these hand hearts, and I like the hand hearts because, you know, they show love. But I thought confetti, I like confetti too because it's a celebration. You know, actually, it's telling me I should pick a bigger item. It says I should choose a 299 coin item, but I don't know. I'm tempted, but I don't know if I should do that. That's the advice it's giving me. So I don't know if I should listen to its advice or just stick with what we got. So, you know, for now. It was suggesting that I choose rock star. Hey Bianca, how are you? Hey, we made it to an hour. Wow. I wasn't sure I was even going to be able to make it tonight. You know what? I'm going to do another. I don't know how many more songs I can do, but I want to do this one because I haven't done this one in a while. And this is another happy song. I'm going to dare. I usually play it in the key of G. What if I play it in the key of G sharp? But Bianca, I'm here doing original songs for you. And that's not an original song. Well, it's an original song, but not one that I wrote. It's not my original song. So my thing is that I'm a songwriter. So I think you'll like this song, though. This is nothing like Desperado, though. This is basically a love song. Oh, now I gotta complete the puzzle. Drag the piece into place. Did it work? Unable to verify. Boy, you really have to be precise with this. Ah, okay, now it's verified. So Bianca, I hope you will enjoy my original song. I was just making coffee when my buddy called, saying pack up your tent and your fishing pole. We'll four-wheel drive to the mountainside, find a hiking trail and a swimming hole. I looked across the table and saw my woman smile. I'm not used to this key. And said, no thanks, buddy. I hear the call of the wild. We're going to explore the great indoors. No place like home to let nature take its course. We'll have adventures on the sofa and move on to the second floor and discover the wonders of the great indoors. Out in front of the fireplace, getting lost in the smile on each other's face. The music on and the curtains drawn, we'll become snuggled up close in a sweet embrace. As evening falls, we'll climb to the top of the stairs and find a little piece of heaven when we get there. We're gonna explore the great indoors. No place like home to let nature take its course. We'll have adventures on the sofa and move on to the second floor and discover the wonders of the great indoors. We're gonna explore the great discover the wonders of the great indoors. Discover the wonders of the great indoors. Oh, thank you, Sophia. I'm pinning your comment. Yay. Well, KMNO. Well, two things. First, I'm a songwriter and I'm doing original songs. And second of all, you wouldn't want to hear me try to play Metallica. I am definitely not a metal guitarist. I am a long way from being a metal guitarist. You don't want to hear me play Metallica. Thank you, Kaylin. I'm so glad you liked the song. So I see that there's a time limit for pinning the comment. It only stays up there for 30 seconds. So after that comment is done, I'm going to pin your comment. How's that? I really appreciate the comments and I appreciate the likes and the shares. And if you're not following me already, please don't forget to follow me and set your notifications so you'll know when I go live. And I was saying earlier, I don't have a exactly fixed schedule because, okay, now I'm pinning your comment. Because I have chronic fatigue, I have long COVID. So I can't absolutely guarantee that I'll be able to go live when I want to go live. But I am trying to stick to a schedule of Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So mark that. And also you can join my Discord server because I always announce my lives beforehand on my Discord. And thank you so much for the rose. Who sent me the rose? Allie, thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. Thank you. So, I don't know how many more songs I can do or if that was the last one for the night because of my fatigue. And the worst part is there's something called post-exertional malaise. You sent goat. Oh my God, what is goat? Oh, goat, okay, yeah, thank you so much for the goat. I didn't see that. I see the message, but I didn't see the actual picture flash across the screen like I usually do. But thank you so much, Allie. I really appreciate you. You know, I want to play more songs. I just don't want to get this post-exertional malaise, and I'm afraid of getting it. Playing only what you learn from you. Well, you know, it would take me like 6 years to practice to be able to play one Metallica song halfway decently, I think. But I'm a songwriter, so I hope you are enjoying my original songs. You know, honestly, Secret Society. I made a blunder and I set my alarm 3 hours earlier than I wanted to get up. So I've been really extra tired all day. And then after dinner, you know, I'm emptying the dishwasher to, you know, put in the new dishes, and I saw my coffee mug was still in the dishwasher. I forgot to make myself coffee today, so that made me extra tired, I think, all day today. But I'm here and having fun, and I did get some good feedback on my next, well, not my next single, because my next single is scheduled for April 4th, but the one after that. I got some feedback on my mix from some, you know, audio engineering professionals. They actually gave me feedback on that song last week, and they really liked my mix. I was surprised, you know, because I'm still sort of well, I guess I'm beyond a novice as far as my recording and producing, but not that much beyond a novice. But they thought, oh, what a great mix. You know, mixing is hard. Really good, you're really doing great. But then after they said that, I listened to it and there was something bothering me about it. There's this one thing that I hear, like, you know, professionally produced songs that's, you know, that are on the radio and on the charts and stuff, and I listen to them, and there's something that they do that I always feel like I'm trying to do it, but I don't seem to be able to get it the way they have it. So there's this technique of doing this thing, and I was taught to do it. I took this online course, and so I went back to the online course and reviewed it, and I realized what I was doing wrong. So I changed the mix, and I added this stuff to the mix. And before uploading it to my distributor and getting it ready to release it, I thought, all right, maybe I should get more feedback on this. So I got feedback on it today, and they loved it. So I guess I did it. I was afraid, I just hope I didn't mess it up. And they thought I did a good job fixing it and enhancing it. And so that's good. I'm also working on a remix of my latest single. So I released it as, it could have gone in a number of directions. And I decided to make a country production of it. And then I thought, I don't know if country was necessarily the thing. I'm going to make a pop production. So I actually hired somebody to do these for me. I usually do them for myself, but I was having trouble with my recording software, actually. So I hired somebody. I didn't know what was wrong either. Now I know what was wrong. But it was like every time I tried to record the song, it sounded messed up. So I hired somebody to do the country version, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to hire somebody to do the pop version, and I don't know. I feel like there's something missing from that pop version, but I don't know if there, and I gave him a reference track. A reference track means a song that sounds kind of similar to the one you want to do. And I listened to the reference track, and it's like, well, yeah, they did pretty much the same thing he did. But I feel like it's missing something. But the reference track, it's so simple. There's very little. It's like, well, he pretty much followed the reference track. There's one thing I noticed that could be added. Very subtle type of guitar part could be added. Really subtle, little. No, I don't even know how to. I'm not even sure what the chord is, but there's these little one chord things. Maybe that, or would it be, see, that's an A chord, or would it be this? That's 2 notes of an A chord, and those are the other 2 notes of an A chord. I don't know if either one of those are it, or it could be these 2 notes of the A chord. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Or maybe I should just leave it alone and not add anything. So that's how my day was. I don't know if you really wanted to hear all that, but you asked. So that's how my day was. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do one more song, just because. This is a pop song, and I like it because it has a message. And it's a pop song, and I haven't done any pop songs, really. I wrote this with a guy in Nashville. You think of Nashville as a country. This guy was making a living because he was one of the few guys in Nashville who was doing pop. Like a fighter, beat and broken, feeling like you've lost at life. Every fiber, barely hoping there's an answer in the night. Wasting time, just wishing on 1,000 stars, praying that the water part, but in your heart you'll always find the truth. The love brighter than 100 suns, a burning spirit ever young. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you. Like a flower. Like a painter, you bring color to the world. You're a tower, a true life changer, the sweetest music ever heard. There's no need for wishing on 1,000 stars, praying that the waters part, when in your heart you'll always find the truth. The love brighter than 100 suns, a burning spirit ever young. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you. You're the friend that's hard to find. Let the whole world see you shine. Don't be wishing on 1,000 stars, praying that the waters part, when in your heart you'll always find the truth. The love brighter than 100 suns, a burning spirit ever young. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you. The love that lives in you, in you, in you, in you. Daniel, thank you for sharing the live. And Mary, thank you for sharing the live. And Ghostly Guy, how are you? Briar, how are you? Oh, Hope, how are you? Well, this has been so much fun. Again, I am attempting to go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 Eastern, but I'm not putting it as a fixed schedule because I have chronic fatigue from long COVID. I actually do have a song about that, which you can hear on my website or on Spotify or any streaming platform. It's called Long Haul, because long COVID is also known as long haul COVID. And I did not play that song tonight. Maybe I'll play it next time. I haven't played it in a while. So, Jason, Kaylin, how are you tonight? I have been having so much fun. Jason, thank you for liking the live. I've been having so much fun sharing my original songs with you tonight and just hanging out. And we did make it to 20,000 likes. And I will once again just point out my live goal. If you can contribute, that would be totally awesome. All contributions are going to go towards a new webcam, which will hopefully allow me to bring you better streams. And what else? What else can we talk about? I don't know if you saw the video I put up today. I'm getting to the point in my life story where I wrote my first song, but I'm not there yet. I'm close. But hey, you know, there's some other stories to tell, so I'm telling those. You know, I wrote my first song while I was in business school, and I'm in my life story. I'm in business school now in my life story, but I don't want to just gloss over business school like it was nothing, because it was, you know, a major thing going and getting an MBA. As I have mentioned, you know, I did feel like a misfit there in business school. But as I mentioned tonight, well, I guess I just like school and I like learning. And So I liked the actual school aspect of business school. You know, I liked the subject matter was interesting to me. But it also like affected my outlook on life. So even if I didn't have a business career, you know, it was sort of like, it was almost like getting a sociology degree, because I felt like, God, I studied marketing and I started to realize how much a part of daily life, especially in America, is we're being marketed to. It's enough to make one become a little bit cynical, even. And business school, well, you know, I haven't even, I think I'll make a video about it. But business school, there's one thing I learned in business school that really affected my political views a lot. But I'm not telling you, I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to save it for a video. So I'm so glad you're all here, and I really appreciate you, and I appreciate all the likes and shares and comments and the gifters. Thank you so much for all your contributions. That makes me feel very appreciated when you do that. And so today is Thursday, and with any luck, hopefully I'll be live again on Sunday evening at 9 o'clock Eastern. There's always a chance I may do another live in between now and then. You know, I'm still trying to get this other, I've been using this app called Streamlabs, and it's not working right. That's why I'm streaming through my phone now. Which, I mean, streaming through the phone gives me some features like that the desktop I don't get. Like I can actually see, like if you sent a rose, I can see the word rose and goat. But if I'm streaming on my desktop, I only get to see the picture. So sometimes I see items that I'm so appreciative of them, but I don't know what they're called because it doesn't show me the name. And I also don't have the ability to do certain things like on my last live, I did a battle with someone. I can't do that when I'm streaming from the desktop. But anyway, the Streamlabs isn't working, but and Streamlabs is expensive. to you know, the premium membership that allows me to do all this, what I'm doing. But there's this other one called Stream Elements, and it's really confusing. And last time I tried to use it, it totally didn't work right. And then I get on TikTok, and it tells me that I had a community standards violation. So my access is cut off. I'm like, I didn't even do anything. I wasn't even successful at, well, I don't know what happened, you know, because I couldn't see the chat. I have no idea what happened. So I don't know if I want to try experimenting more with that one. It would be really nice to be able to get that one to work. But if I'm going to get community standards violations every time I use it, and I'm going to be going live. So I was going live and I couldn't see the chat, and I'm just trying to, you know, I can't do songs, so I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. So that's not good. So I don't know how much more I want to try experimenting with that app. But if I get it working, it'll be great. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. I hope to see you again. Please, if you're not following me, follow me. If you're not following me already, follow me, please. And set your notifications so you'll know when I go live. And also you can join my Discord server, and I will let you know when I go live. You'll be the first to know. So all my links, just click the link in my profile. That'll take you to all my other links. And I hope to see you again really soon. Good night, everyone.